Hey everyone, welcome back to the Crazy Dreamer Network. My name is AJ and let's hop right into today's reading. So today's reading is a pick a card for September 2022, advice and predictions, okay? We have 4 piles, pile number 1, pile number 2, pile number 3, and pile number 4. Pile number 1, we have the yellow Hello Kitty. Pile number 2, we have the orange Hello Kitty burger. Pile number 3, we have the purple cool sunglasses Hello Kitty. And pile number 4, we have another Hello Kitty hamburger in blue, okay? So the blue Hello Kitty hamburger. Again, pile number 1, pile number 2, pile number 3, and pile number 4. I love you all so much, my dreamy dreamers, and I'll see you in your reading. Bye. Hey, pile number 1s, welcome back to your reading. So you all chose a super cute yellow Hello Kitty, and let's see what your advice and predictions are for the month of September, okay? So we have deep replenishment, rest, retreat, and be held. So pile number 1, did I say pile number 3s? Excuse me, pile number 1s. I feel like you all are taking a much needed break in September. Also, there's going to be a breakthrough. And I like that it says rest, retreat, and be held. So I feel like maybe some of you all could be getting very cozy, right? You want a very cozy September. On the 22nd of September, that's when the autumn equinox starts, and it's going to be a very cozy one. I feel like that's coming up, right? Also, I feel like there's going to be a lot of deep introspection and reflection of the year to come, okay? You're just going to be taking in everything and appreciating everything in your life in a deeper way, I feel like. I feel like you could even be going on retreats, like spiritual retreats for yourself. You could even be going alone or with friends. And it's interesting because it says retreat, but I'm getting like spiritual retreats in nature, maybe like, looking some up for you and your friends, or like I said earlier, even to go alone, pile number 1. So again, advice, guidance, and wisdom and predictions for September of 2022 is that, have fun, relax, and let your manifestations just kind of roll in, because I feel like they're coming, okay? So we have at the bottom of the deck the Empress card. Exactly. I feel like you're just going to be in a very relaxed receiving state where you are just going to be so receptive to the people, things, suggestion around you. You're just going to be very open to the possibilities in a very relaxed, tranquil, and luxurious way. I'm getting like you're definitely going to be luxuriating. Hold on, wait. I know how to say this word. I know you're going to be in a state of luxury in whatever you do. So if this is a retreat that you're going to, or you're just wanting to find some type of solitude, you're going to do so in a luxurious way. Okay. Also, some of you all could have like a lot of Taurus or Libra placements in your chart, but I feel like there's a large sum of abundance coming in for you, whether that be monetarily or just community-wise, right? With the Empress at the bottom of the deck. But you're about to receive something that I feel like a manifestation or something that you have been wanting for a while now, pile number 1s, okay? And you're gonna do so in like a very like just open, restful way is what I'm getting, right? So I digress. Let's move forward with the reading. We have the 10 of Pentacles, the 4 of Cups, the 10 of Wands, Queen of Cups, King of Wands, the Wheel of Fortune, King of Cups, the 5 of Swords, the King of Swords, and the Moon. Excuse me for that noise in the background. I have my window open. It's really hot in California right now, and people have to do their job. They're dumping the trash. So again, focus in on the center of the reading. Well, first things first, we have two major arcanas here. We have the Wheel of Fortune and the Moon on the opposite ends of the spectrum, which I think is interesting. We could count three if you look at the Empress card. So I feel as if there's a lot of fertility coming in that you have been waiting on, right? That hasn't been really seen in the most recent past, but you're about to come into pile number one. There's going to be a lot of abundance, a lot of luxury, and a lot of like feeling adorned and admired and very beautiful, right? Or very handsome as well, okay? You're going to be feeling really good in the month of September. So again, we have two major arcanas, three if you're counting the bottom of the deck on either side of the spectrum. And what I'm also getting is we have three tens in this reading. We have the Ten of Pentacles, the Ten of Wands, and the Wheel of Fortune, which is the major arcana 10, right? So I feel like a lot of cycles have been closing up for you for new ones to begin. There is a lot of growth here in this reading, as well as, you know, a lot of coming into new insights and new states of fruition and things of that nature, okay? So hopping into the center of the reading with the 10 of Wands and the 5 of Swords is interesting because we have the 10 and the 5, so you divide what that goes into each other twice, right? So it's almost like you've been working very hard. Pile number ones is what I'm trying to say. You've been working very hard, very diligently at your craft, and you're almost to this manifestation. You're almost to your goal with the 10 of Wands. So it's definitely saying keep up the hard work, because you know your manifestation or whatever it is that you're trying to bring into fruition is on its way, or you're on your way to it. You're not very far at all. You're this close to achieving your goal if you haven't already, right? And I feel like a lot of strategy has been brought into play here, right, with the 5 of Swords underneath the 10 of Wands, right? There's been a lot of strategy, and I feel like it's even like you've been feeling like winning at all costs. Like, you know that you hold your whatever it is that you're looking for or you're wanting to a high regard, and you have been really, I don't even want to say struggling, but maybe have been feeling the burden or the weight of the world on your shoulders due to this. But you know what? Granted, I know the 5 of Swords doesn't have the best denotation or connotation, but it does represent a victory, okay? So the thing is, what I'm getting is like you're about to enter this restful state because whatever you have been working on, you have been almost like fighting tooth and nail to have it come into fruition, and it's about to, okay? It definitely is about to. However, the thing is, you don't want to have it be a hollow victory, right? So in order to traverse that hollow victory, feel grateful for it now. Feel happy and content for you receiving your blessing and your manifestation, or whatever you want to call it, now in the present moment. Because I'm getting with this center, the 10 of Wands and the 5 of Swords, is that it's almost as if once you reach your destination, you're almost going to be too tired to truly appreciate it, right? So drink in the moment now. You see how this person is like drinking and smelling the roses, really like luxuriating in their experience. That's just what I'm seeing with these two cards. But it seems like with the Empress card and the Deep Replenishment card is like you're about to take a much needed break from this because it's been a heavy load. And I feel like the strategies that have been enacted to accomplish this has also kind of weighed on you as well. You know, the winning at all cost mentality, which is fantastic, but winning at all cost of what? At the cost of your health, at the cost of your livelihood, at the cost of your mental health or your physical health. Like what is that to you, right? So I feel like in September, you're going to really, like I said earlier, be taking a deep dive into like, okay, what are my motivations and why are my motivations, right? Going back to that why, going back to, well, you know what? I was doing this so I could have time. I was doing this so I could work out. My bad, y'all. I had to close the window. It was the noise was just too much for me. But again, I was doing this so I could have time with my family. I was doing this so I could spend time, regathering my health or restoring my health or whatever, right? So I feel like you're doing that, but that's just something to keep in mind, right? Stop and smell the roses now. Stop and give gratitude for your health and your family and your loved ones now. Stop and spend time with them now, right? So when this manifestation does come into fruition, then you're already that person in who you ideally were trying to bring into this manifestation, this bright, happy, vibrant, energetic person, you know what I mean? So going back to the beginning of the reading with the 10 of Pentacles and the Wheel of Fortune, there is a very fortuitous time coming in for you, right? I feel like the wheel is landing. You're on top of the wheel right now. It's landing in your favor, right? So with the 10 of Pentacles, there could be a lot of abundance with not just monetarily abundance, even though I'm seeing that, but family abundance, close ties, close-knit connections and communities that make you feel whole and complete, right? That make you feel like you're on top of the world, right? Because what is money for if we don't have our loved ones to share in the experiences that innately money can offer, right? Money can offer us experiences. That's why we want it, right? And happiness to share with our loved ones. That's the whole, pursuit of it, right? So with the 4 of Cups and the King of Cups, there could be a Cancer in your life, a Cancerian person in your life. That's what I'm getting, because I know the 4 of Cups represents Cancer in the zodiac, and then we have the King of Cups. That could be water sign, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, but I don't know. I'm getting Cancer person. So this could be a Cancer male coming back into your life, or a masculine energy so this could be either a more mature Cancer male coming back into your life, maybe offering you a cup that you're reluctant to take, right? Or this could be a mature Cancerian person who embody the characteristics of the King of Cups. It doesn't have to be a Cancer. It could be a water sign. We have both water elements here coming back into your life, maybe wanting to offer some type of reconciliation or things of that nature. Take it if it resonates. Pile number 1, leave the rest, right? But there's something here that's being given to you emotionally, and you're really debating whether or not you should take it. You should take up the offer, right? But it's like your poker face is on. It's like the person or the thing, the situation that's being offered to you, I feel like you are so stoic in your receiving of it, if you receive it at all. It's kind of like people can't read your face after this offer, right? Or you'll take it, right? And it'll make you a better person or a more mature person emotionally within receiving this offer, right? But it's like you did have to meditate on this offer. You did have to meditate on whether or not you wanted it, right? So with the Queen of Cups, and it's interesting because we have divine counterparts here. So with the Queen of Cups, which is interesting, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy, and the King of Swords, it seems as if there has been a maturity of your mentality, pile number 1, whether this is you or whether this is someone else in your life. This could be a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, maybe feminine coming into your life right now, maybe someone that you have blocked off or that you've cut off, or maybe if this is in regards to a relationship. I see 3 people here. I see 2 masculine energies, 1 feminine energy, and almost like maybe a decision that needs to be made here between the 2. Okay. And it's interesting because the Queen of Cups has their back to the King of Wands, right? And they're trying to look into this holy grail and crack the code of self-love. That's always what I get with Queen of Cups. They're so nurturing, they're so kind and compassionate to others, but it's like they have a hard time opening up their cup for themselves, right? To enjoy who they are as people. This is just my own intuitive interpretation when I look at this Queen of Cups. Now you have this King of Wands kind of staring at the back of this Queen of Cups, kind of like, I don't want to say angrily, but like a little defensive, right? A little defensive, right? So yeah, even the Queen of Cups looks kind of defensive. It's like, or perplexed. Maybe that could be the better word, right? But with the Queen of Cups here and the King of Swords, I feel like there is a mental sharpness. There is a no nonsense to this Queen of Cups, whoever they are. And with the King of Wands, it could be another person, but if this is resonating with you, pile number one, if this is the embodiment of you, it's almost like mentally you have this air of certainty about what it is that you want, where it is that you're going, what it is that you're doing. Emotionally speaking, you're still developing the capacity to open yourself up to yourself is what I'm getting. With the King of Wands and the Moon card, whether this is another person, so like the storyline I just kind of like, that just unfolded, or whether this is you being a leader or leading something. You know what I'm getting with the King of Wands and the Moon? You're able to lead people through the unknown or through what isn't seen, okay? It's like something about that's forecasting, right? You can't see it yet, but you're still able to lead people out of the dark is what I'm trying to say. There's maybe going to be a leading out of the dark somewhere, maybe through insight, maybe through introspection, or through deep contemplation. I know September 10th is a full moon in Pisces and it's a harvest moon. So I'm definitely going to do a reading on that, y'all. But this could be why all this watery energy is here right now, okay? This could be what this is talking about. There could be a reemergence in regards to an old relationship and maybe a choosing between the two people. Take it if it resonates, or maybe the choosing between the higher self of leadership or action or emotionality, right? Okay. Oh, there's also a King of Swords here. I don't know why I was just getting this as like the focal point of one person. And then, yeah, there's a lot of people in here. There's like one queen and then 3 kings. And it's interesting because we have the divine counterpart, Queen of Cups and the King of Cups, with the King of Swords and the King of Wands. I feel like this Queen of Cups, though, had to make an executive decision. I always think about the King of Swords and stuff being like making an executive decision, just cutting it off, like, or getting down to brass tacks, right? So let's delve deeper into this pile number ones, because I'm interested. It's seeming like a lot is going on here, okay? These 2 cards fell out. I'm not going to take them, but, oh, there's like 4 cards. They just popped right out. Okay, I'm going to take them. I'm going to take them because they just popped right out and it seems to be correlating with this. So we have card number 1, prosperity begins. So there's definitely abundance coming into you in the month of September. 2222 on the timer, pile number 1. We have card number 2, movement, choices, and decisions. Again, a lot of decisions needing to be made here or about to be made here, maybe in regards to this prosperity or something, right? We have card number 21. I think this is interesting. We have 1, 2, 2, and 1. That's 3. Card number 3. So there's a progression. The universe really does have your back and have you in mind with all this going on right now, pile number 1. And card number 7, stand your ground. What I'm getting is keep going. You're doing amazing, sweetie. You know, keep going, because there is a lot. You're on the precipice, right? Shout out to our dear friend in the comment section, but you're on the precipice of something huge, pile number ones, okay? You really are. And you're standing up for what you believe in right now at this time. And at the bottom of the deck, we have card number 15, temptation. You're avoiding temptation. You're really maturing. And I think maybe these are what these three kings are all about. You've matured in so many different aspects of yourself. You've matured emotionally. You've matured mentally. You've matured even like taking action, right? Okay. So, and leadership. So yeah, there's definitely a decision, you know, to whom much is given, much is required, right? With prosperity begins. And I feel like there's tangibility and offers that are coming in, and it's really up to you right now, pile number ones. So, and the universe has your back, whatever you choose or decide, right? Let's pull some more cards. Thank you, God. Thank you, Spirit, for cleansing and blessing this deck, for giving us clear, concise, accurate messages. What else does our pile number ones need to know? Advice and predictions for pile number ones, September 2022. Clear, concise, accurate messages, advice, and predictions for our pile number one, Spirit. Thank you. So this is the first card. I'm going to take this. Oh, yes. Y'all, look, you all's pile are talking, okay? So look, we have arrow, focus, and dictionary communication here. There's someone, we have scrying mirror projection, okay? So I feel like someone could come in maybe projecting onto you a situation that has nothing to do with you, or someone could come, or what I'm getting, focus on what your, this is what I'm getting. Because with the scrying mirror, I always think of glamour, right? And projections, right? We typically project all the time on people, situations, circumstances, even if it's unconsciously. So what I'm getting, and it doesn't need to be a bad projection. It could be like, oh, I'm projecting that in 6 months, I will have earned fill in the blank, right? Or I would have done fill in the blank, right? What I'm getting is that with the scrying mirror, you need to start looking yourself in the mirror about the things that you're focused on, right? Because what we focus on grows, pile number one. So with arrow focus, you could be placing more emphasis on your appearance now because you're realizing, well, how am I projecting myself out into the world? This is important to me, especially as I rise up the ranks of my calling or my path or my purpose or my business or my loving relationship, you name it. That's typically what happens, right? So what is being made clear here is to focus on the projected outcome. Focus on what you want to happen versus what you don't. Focus on what you can control versus what you don't want. And don't project onto others. You could project on yourself all day if it's self-serving, right? Or if it serves others. But don't project what you don't want. Focus on you. Focus on looking at the person in the mirror and then go from there, right? What you want to change, how you want to grow, how you want to maybe refine certain things. With dictionary communications, like I was saying with the Queen of Cups, you're trying to open up here. There's some type of open communication. God, spirit, source, energy, your higher selves, angels, ancestors, and guides, you name it, they could be asking you to expand, to open up right now, especially as it pertains to your communication styles, right? Being an open book, right? Allowing people to be able to read you, right? What did I say with the King of Cups? People can't really read you right now, okay? And this is what's coming out with dictionary communication, right? Being very candid, open, honest with yourself primarily, and obviously with others, because once we're open and honest with ourselves, we naturally become more open and honest with others. So let's pull some Moonology cards. Thank you, God. Thank you, Spirit, for cleansing and blessing this deck. You know, I feel really good. I feel really communicative, able to really get the message out very clearly and concisely and succinctly. And I have a feeling this has a lot to do with this Virgo energy. So I feel like I'm feeling you all's energy as well in relation to this Virgo season, right? Effective communication, right? So tell me more, Spirit. Advice, guidance, and wisdom for our pile number ones during this September 2022. Clear, concise, accurate messages for our pile number ones. Advice, guidance, and wisdom for our pile number ones. Okay. Your hard work is paying off. I think I said that in the beginning of the reading. Yeah. New moon in Capricorn. Lovely energy, pile number ones. Tell us more, Spirit. Clear, concise, accurate messages for our pile number ones. Advice, guidance, wisdom, and insight for September of 2022. Thank you. What do you need to release? So like I was suggesting, during this full moon in Pisces, you might want to start looking at what you want to release. This could be bad habits or unserving habits. This could be people, places, things, circumstances, you name it. Emotions, right? So one more card, Spirit. Clear, concise, accurate messages for our pile number ones. Advice, guidance, and wisdom for the month of September. Take time to breathe out, disseminating moon. Wow. Yeah. I feel like whatever's coming in for you all, it's going to be glorious. It's going to be big. This could be a big windfall of abundance in relation to definitely financial, definitely on the material world, but also in your relationships, which also signifies material, right? We're material on the outside, right? So what I'm getting is after all this hard work is said and done, you're definitely about to take a much needed break. Now, whatever that means to you, that could be traveling, that could be just hanging out with friends and family more often, that could be maybe spending more time with yourself and by yourself. Whatever rest, whatever meditation, whatever breathing out looks like for you, pile number ones. We have at the bottom of the deck, meditate and contemplate, new moon in Pisces. So again, we're seeing a lot of like opposite energies as it pertains to Virgo and Pisces energy as well. So, which is the opposite of Virgo, right? And Pisces and Virgo is the opposite of Pisces on the astrological wheel. So what I'm getting is, I think there's going to be like an even consensus and a balance, as well as abundance and family time or friend time or whatever it is, your community time that's coming in for you, pile number ones in the month of September. But this seems like a really good reading. It's a very restful reading. And I know in some decks of some tarot decks that the Queen of Pentacles, which does represent Capricorn, I always get the Virgo when I see the Queen of Pentacles for some reason. I don't know why, but I always get Virgo. Although the Rider-Waite Tarot suggests it's Capricorn. But long story short, there's going to be a lot of rest, rejuvenation. But, what I was trying to say is in certain decks, they have the Queen of Pentacles in a restful state, in like a sleepy state, you know? So again, yeah, let's pull one more card to end your reading. Let's see. Let's do some angel messages here. Okay, so thank you, God. Thank you, Spirit. Clear, concise, accurate messages. One last message to conclude pile number one's reading. Thank you. So we have vision. Love it. It says a positive outcome requires a positive vision. Visualize everyone involved in your present situation surrounded by love and light, or light and love. Make sure you include yourself also. Your love has the power to influence and transform the current events. I love this, pile number one. So keep your vision, hold your vision, and always make sure you include yourself first and foremost in that vision, okay? Bottom of the deck, protection. You are safe. Do not fear. We are with you always and surround you always with invisible wings of light. So not only are you about to be in a restful state, but you're protected. You're able to just unwind and not really worry about the cares and concerns of the world right now. Okay, pile number one. So with that being said, I love you so much, my dreamy dreamers. If you like this reading, if it resonated, please hit that thumbs up button. Like, share, and subscribe. Share this content with loved ones, family, friends, anyone who would best benefit from the messages provided here today. Again, my dreamy dreamers, I love you so much. And until next time, I'll see you in your next reading. Bye. Hey, pile number twos. Welcome back to your reading. So you all chose a super cute hamburger, this orange hamburger, Hello Kitty. So let's put that right here and let's reveal the predictions and advice for 2022. I love this. You're already doing it. Stop overthinking. Keep facing your true north. So, pile number twos. In September of 2022, I feel like the advice and predictions here is to you're over analyzing something that you're already putting in effort for or that's already happening for you. It's almost like I know I've been talking about Buddhism for the past couple readings now, just because I don't know why, I'm just getting that it applies. It's like the first thwart of pain is enough. The lingering on that pain is the cause of suffering and is the cause of all human suffering, right? So what I'm getting is that you're already putting in effort. You're already doing what you need to be doing. You're already on your path. You're already, doing the things that you need to do in order to succeed or in order to reach a goal or something. And yet you're being very hard on yourself. You're being very you're overthinking or overanalyzing a situation that it isn't cause for. It isn't cause for overanalysis or, overthinking it, right? Yeah. So in regards to advice and predictions for September of 2022, what I'm getting is especially with the bottom of the deck being the high priestess, is trust in yourself. Trust. I feel like a lot of your subconscious fears are coming out too. And it's because you're growing. It's because you've entered this shift, right? Usually when we shift our identity, or what we've been identifying with starts to collapse or starts to elude us, and we're like, well, this is let's take a job, for example. Let's say you've always been just a cashier, for example. Let's say you've always been a cashier. People, go to parties. What do I do? What do you do? Pile number twos. I'm a cashier. And suddenly your store, your branch closes and you're kind of you're not a cashier anymore. It's almost like you spiral. Not just because you don't have other sources of income, like let's say you do, but you've identified with being a cashier for so long. Now that's been taken away, right? You're like, well, what now? Who am I? You start to rethink and you start to overanalyze everything because it seems like a part of your identity has been taken away from you, right? So what I'm getting is there's a lot of subconscious things coming to the surface, right? And it's scaring you a little bit. It's causing you anxiety. It's causing you to overthink or lose sleep or something like that for fears of being left in the dust or left in the cold or not maybe even feelings of worthiness, right? Because the Five of Pentacles alludes to also victim complex, feeling like a victim, feeling like something is always happening to you as opposed to you taking control and allowing things to happen for you and not to you, right? So in regards to what is the advice and predictions for you in this month of September, pile number twos, is what I'm getting here is you are on course. You are on course. We have the Two of Wands and the Five of Wands in the center of your reading, pile number twos. You're on course. Things are unfolding in front of your path. Keep planning, keep going, right? You're already doing it. Stop overthinking, keep facing your true north. And it's funny that we got this card because I always feel like this card is the Two of Wands. You're on the right path. You're doing what you need to do, right? But there's still lingering internal or external conflicts about whether you are or not. You are. I'm here to say you are. And I feel like deep down inside, you know the truth. But sometimes when certain things happen to us, because we could still be on the correct path and on our journey and doing everything right, and still obstacles and challenges come our way because that's life. That's a part of the journey. That's what makes, not having obstacles and, triumphing through them so glorious, right? So what I'm getting is that there's no need for any internal or external conflict or internal conflicts for the most part. to be within you right now, because you're already doing what you need to do. I feel like you need to allow things, pile number 2, to roll off your back, so to speak, right? To roll off of you very gently, right? And to really get down to the foundation of why it is that you are overanalyzing something, right? So I digress. Let's move into your reading. We have Temperance, Nine of Swords, Two of Wands, the Four of Wands. We have the Emperor. We have the King of Swords. We have the Five of Pentacles, the Five of Wands, the Seven of Cups, and the Queen of Swords. Interestingly enough, here, pile number 2s, we have divine counterparts here, King of Swords and the Queen of Swords, okay? So I feel like this could be in business as well, and maybe you could be dealing with like a couple who are business leaders or someone who you're working for. Maybe this could be a boss, or maybe you can, this could be aspects of your personality, right? Maybe things that you have mastered and matured over, right? The masculine and the feminine parts of your aspect that are very business oriented and very analytical that are coming out right now, right? Because with the King of Swords and the Queen of Swords, there's no even second guessing why you're being over analytical right now, because you're embodying these two aspects of your personality right now. They're coming through, right? But we'll get to those in a minute. And it's almost like, I have to say this, the Queen of Swords is like confronting their subconscious. Like they're trying to refute maybe what's coming out in their subconscious mind, or trying to direct it or something like that. And the High Priestess is unmoved. The High Priestess is like, no ma'am, that's not how that works. I'm doing my job, okay? Like the High Priestess is stone cold Steve Austin facing, the Queen of Swords. It's like, you can't tell me what to do. You know what I'm saying? Or you see how, you got to kind of unravel thing. That's why they say in therapy, you unpack, okay? Because you're sorting things out. The Queen of Swords is directing the High Priestess, the subconscious mind, into doing what the Queen of Swords, the other aspect of the consciousness, is telling it to do. And the High Priestess is like, okay. I'm not going to argue with you, Like, this is literally what's going on here. The High Priestess is like, all right, I'm not going to argue with you. It's done, because you're directing it. Your conscious mind is the director of your subconscious mind. The subconscious mind doesn't have a, I don't want to say the thing that it was coming into mind. It's a euphemism, but it's kind of like, not the sweetest against our puppies and our animals. So I don't want to say that. I don't know why it even came to my mind. But it doesn't really have a battle in this. It's not going to argue with you back and forth. It's only going to do what you say. So this is what I'm getting with this too. But anyway, so yeah, the center you're reading, you're on path, you're on course, you're planning, you're right on target. I feel like there's just a lot of kind of chaotic energy either around your environment right now, pile number 2s, or in your mind right now, right? So in the beginning of the reading, we have Temperance and the King of Swords. I feel like you're finally deciding to start to alchemize to start to transmute your mentality, right? Using mental transmutation to ward off this anxiety, right? So you could be doing more affirmations. You can be watching things that help you mentally, right? Or that give you more balance in life, right? Especially with Temperance. And you're just deciding it. You're just deciding to cut off certain things that no longer serve you to restore the balance, right? And right now what I'm getting is it's an alchemical process as we speak in the month of September. You're doing it. You're kind of like the mixologist of your mind right now. You're leaning into what works, what doesn't. You're pouring more into yourself, and then you're releasing the things that no longer serve you, to send you, because I feel like you've traversed a lot of obstacles to get here, right? You could also, there could be a Sagittarius in your life right now, maybe a boss or an employer who's a Sagittarius, who's stern but fair, or firm but fair, with the King of Swords, who's maybe very analytical too in your life right now, okay? because with the King of Swords, I always get boss, you know, and the Temperance card, it's like, it's interesting because it's like peace. It's like, you know, healing, transmutation, being in alignment, right, with the grand trine, with the triangle, heart, mind, and soul, or body, mind, and soul together. But I feel like you're just deciding on something. You're just maybe cutting certain things out cold turkey too, pile number twos. With the Nine of Swords and the Five of Pentacles, I feel like we already kind of went through that. We have the Four of Wands and the Seven of Cups. There could be a little confusion here about maybe some stability, or if it's not stability, pile number twos, it is what it is that you want in regards to a connection, a marriage, a future idea of what freedom is to you. There could be a lot at your disposal right now, or like just like a lot of options available to you. But I feel like you really do want to make the most stable choice. And I understand that, being it Virgo season, right? But I feel like you maybe want to make the most stable choice that there is right now. But there are a lot of options available to you, or will be available to you in this September. With the Emperor and the wow, this is very fascinating. We have two major arcanas, and then we have the same counterparts from the same suit. Very interesting, fantastic, actually, right? And these really balance each other out very well, pile number twos. So with the Emperor and the Queen of Swords, you're taking autonomy over your life. You're directing your life finally, right? And this is going to be long term. You know, you're calling the shots in your life. You're telling your subconscious what to do so it could act it out consciously, is what's happening here with the Emperor, the Queen of Swords, and this High Priestess energy, right? And I feel like you had to, maybe in the recent past, had to just decide to do that, right? And now it's coming to fruition. Now you're like even, you know what I'm saying? There's this even disposition about you because you decided to work on it, right? Through your subconscious mind. And now it's why can't I say words right now? It's being made visible in your external and your conscious reality. So great job, pile number twos. Fantastic. So let's pull some more cards. Thank you, God. Thank you, Spirit, for cleansing and blessing this deck. What else is happening for our pile number twos in the month of September? Clear, concise, accurate messages. I'm going to take the cards that pop out. Clear, concise, accurate messages for our pile number twos. What's happening for them in the month of September? Advice and predictions for our pile number twos. Okay, so we have two cards so far. So we have card number 7 with triumph. Yeah, you're moving forward, and there is a triumph here. There is a triumph over your thoughts, over your mentality, over what once was, and now you're planning for your future. There's definitely a victory here. Before I pull the next card, we have at the bottom of the deck, card number 6, material and spiritual prosperity. I see it here, definitely. One more card, Spirit. Clear, concise, accurate messages for our pile number twos. What's happening for them in the month of September of 2022? Advice and predictions. Okay. Card number 5, we have wisdom. Yeah, so I feel like you're using the wisdom that you have gained over the past, maybe over the recent past, or over, you know, your lifetime, or over the past few years into this new season with you, pile number twos. We have card number 5, emotional loss. Okay, so like I feel like you're just taking your losses and you're just about to go. You're about to go. You're just about to continue to move forward in your life through whatever has like left you, or whatever has been in a state of completion, or has come to a state of completion. I feel like you're finally accepting them, you're embracing them, you're embracing them and you're moving forward triumphantly, right? And you're taking the wisdom that came with that loss, that came with that disappointment, that maybe came with that heartache. You're taking the wisdom and now you're better from it, right? You're better for it, right? So we have at the bottom of the deck, card number 9, spiritual strength. It strengthens you, right? It sharpens you. Pile number 2s. And I chuckle because I feel like you guard your peace relentlessly now. Relentlessly, you guard your peace. With the King of Swords and Temperance card, that's also what I'm getting. You've learned from the past and you've taken a lot of wisdom and insight with you, but now you make sure that you preside over your peace at all times. You're protective over your balance and your peace of mind. Pile number 2s, which hey, I cannot blame you. So let's pull some more cards. Thank you, God. Thank you, Spirit. Clear, concise, accurate messages for our pile number 2s. Tell us more, Spirit. Clear, concise, accurate messages for our pile number 2s. What else is happening to them in the month of September? Advice and predictions for our pile number 2s. Whoa. Okay. We have dictionary communication. Interesting. So yeah, I feel like in certain aspects, maybe you've been closed off, but you're about to open up. You're about to open your mind, expand your mind. You could be reading a lot lately, but I feel like there's going to be a lot of fluid communication happening for you in the month of September. Maybe people are reaching out, wanting to apologize. Maybe people you've blocked off in the past. There's definitely communication, especially with the King of Swords and the Queen of Swords. Yeah, expect maybe a message or something from someone about like maybe being more open, or maybe you're being more vocal about your needs right now. Pile number 2s, whereas in the recent past you hadn't. You've probably been keeping things close to your chest, right? So let's pull 2 more cards. I'm taking the cards that pop out. Tell us more, Spirit. Okay. This card popped out. We have Ornithomancy Omen. Yeah, there's like communication coming here, and I feel like you've been feeling it. You've been seeing signs and synchronicities about this. I don't know if you all can see, but there's like a flock of birds, and there's a bird on the windowsill here, which typically stands for like communication coming in or messengers, things of that nature. So, and it's interesting because in this card, this friar, you know, this whatever ordained person has a book, and then there's the dictionary communication, and it looks a lot like the book that they have. So I feel like there's a lot of wisdom you're also going to be sharing with people in the month of September, or that you've, yeah, you're going to be sharing with people in the month of September. So one more card, Spirit. One more card for our pile number 2s. Clear, concise, accurate messages. What can pile number 2s expect for the month of September? Advice and predictions for pile number 2s for this month of September. We have dreams, incubation. So really pay attention to your dreams right now, or your sleep, or people who come in and out of your dreams, okay? It's interesting because a high priestess also symbolizes dreams, the unconscious, right? This is what I was telling you, pile number 2. You're guiding your unconscious right now. You're directing your unconscious about what you want to experience in your conscious life, in your waking reality, right? And that's how you do it, baby. That's how you reprogram the subconscious mind. So good job. We have footprints, directions. Yeah, you're being led, you're being guided right now towards something. And you don't have to worry about this, okay? You really don't. Yeah. So let's pull some more cards. I feel like I'm missing some cards. Like, I feel like, okay, it's okay. Thank you, God. Thank you, Spirit. Clear, concise, accurate messages. Tell us more, God. Advice, guidance, and wisdom for our pile number 2s. What's happening for them in the month of September? Advice and predictions. Look at this. It says new moon in Virgo. We just had a new moon in Virgo, okay? So this could be a Virgo like trying to come back or talk to you or communicate to you. You could be telepathically communicating with a Virgo in your life or with someone who has a lot of Virgo placements in their chart. So it's a time to give rather than take. So I feel like, yeah, you're giving a lot of knowledge, you're giving a lot of communication. Maybe you're giving a lot of yourself right now or have been. This month or will be, you know, since the new moon in Virgo. Maybe you've been very helpful to people, okay? Tell us more, Spirit. Clear, concise, accurate messages. It's interesting because this like maiden or this like, you know, this person who represents Virgo in this card has their eyes closed. It's like they're asleep. So that's what I'm getting. Like you've been really focused on like subconscious work or dreams or something. Something's been coming up for you lately in your internal world, but while you sleep, or it could be dreams or unconscious things, right? Tell us more, Spirit. What's happening for our pile number 2s in the month of September? Advice and predictions. Clear, concise advice and predictions. Thank you. Yeah, look at the bigger picture, full moon in Sagittarius. I feel like the reason why maybe you're overthinking a lot of things in your life right now, pile number 2s, or in the month of September in specific, is because you're not focusing on the day-to-day. You're not focusing on the details, right? You're focusing on the overarching picture. You're trying to figure it out you're not taking things step by step. You're thinking about your grand vision as opposed to how can I do things on a daily basis in order to get to that. I feel like you do focus on that, but what's coming out is like there might be much more emphasis placed on the bigger picture instead of the details, instead of what I have to do every single day in order to maintain this or in order to obtain this, right? This bigger goal. Because that's what's going to happen. It's going to have to take, we live on Earth. We live in this third dimensional plane of existence. So it's going to have to take incremental steps, one foot in front of the other, right? You know, before we get to our conclusion, our manifestation, or whatever it is that we're trying to bring into fruition at this time. So you're very close to achieving your goal, gibbous moon, and you know, you're almost there. You're almost there. Keep going. This is probably why you've been feeling a little antsy or angsty or over analytical, because you're right there and you can feel it, right? You have this internal driver that's feeling it, and it's almost like you don't know why you're feeling the way you feel, but you do know why you're feeling the way you feel, right? Because you know you're so close and you just don't want it to elude you. You don't want it to slip it. You don't want it to slip through your fingers, and it won't. Pile number 2s, okay? So we have we have at the bottom of the deck, it's time to take action, new moon in Aries. So you're taking action. I feel like you're doing that in the month of September. You're continuing on your path, you're continuing your progress, and you're continuing just reiterating to your subconscious mind how you want to live your life, what you want, your goals, your dreams, maybe even how you want to look, how you want to be perceived. You name it, you're directing your subconscious mind, and in turn, the subconscious mind is basically saying, like a genie, your wish is my command, and it's dictating your consciousness, right? Because the Emperor does stand for conscious action, right? We had at the bottom of the deck, new moon in Aries, take action, and Aries is the Emperor, according to the zodiac, right? So your conscious is taking action on the directions of your subconscious mind, right? If that makes sense. Okay, so let us conclude your reading with an angel message. Thank you, God. Thank you, Spirit, for cleansing and blessing this deck, for giving our pile number 2s clear, concise, accurate messages, Spirit. Tell us more. Last message, advice, guidance, wisdom, to conclude pile number 2's reading. Wow. Okay. So we have integrity. It says, be flexible, but also true to you. Stand by your beliefs and values, and others will stand by and believe in you. So I love this. I feel like you're bringing a lot of integrity to your life right now. You're a lot of self-respect. You're saying what you mean and you mean what you say. You're not going back on your word. You're not going back on what you've told yourself you're going to do, which is excellent. Pile number 2s. And it says heart and soul. When making your decision, take into account what your heart and soul are saying. Sometimes the mind can deceive us. Choose through love, not fear. So again, I feel like you are really trying to make heart-centered decisions rather than just over-analyzing a situation into oblivion, and then you're left feeling nine of swords, anxious and depleted and not knowing what to do. Focus more on your heart center and where your heart is trying to lead you. Pile number 2, because I think because you have this over-analytical ability, if you focus more on your heart center, then you're going to come to a really concise conclusion that's really going to help you, because you've already mastered the analytics, right? You've already mastered, the data of what the decision needs to be, but you have to follow your heart so you won't end up in regret or feelings of regret, right? So yeah, pile number 2s, that is your reading. I love you so much, my dreamy dreamers. I hope you like this reading. If you like this reading, please give it a big thumbs up, a like, share, and subscribe. Share this content with loved ones, family, friends, or anyone who would best benefit from the messages provided here today. Again, I love you so much. And until next time, I'll see you in your next reading. Bye. Hey, pile number 3s. Welcome back to your reading. So you all chose the cute Hello Kitty with the sunglasses on, the purple Hello Kitty with the sunglasses on, okay? So I'm going to put them right here, and let's reveal advice and predictions for you in the month of September. So we have Starseed. What lights you up? I love this. So I am getting, pile number 3s, you are discovering whole new worlds. You are charting whole new uncharted territories in for you in regards to what lights you up now, what brings you joy, what brings you happiness, what makes you feel good and comfortable in your skin and who you are, right? I feel like you're rediscovering yourself right now in the month of September, pile number 3s, okay? Some of you all might have been undecided between pile number 1s and pile number 2s. I would definitely suggest go checking out pile number 1s if you were. You don't have to, it's just a suggestion, but I digress. Let's move forward. We have at the bottom of the deck the Empress, so I feel like there's going to be a lot of abundance, a lot of beauty, a lot of feeling really comfortable and cozy in your skin and who you are, and rediscovering what makes you light up, rediscovering what makes you feel good, rediscovering what makes you want to be explorative or wants you to explore the unknown and what inspires you, right? So let's move forward in your reading. We have the Queen of Wands, the Ace of Wands, the Hermit, the King of Pentacles, the Hierophant, the Four of Swords, excuse me. We have the Tower, the Strength, the Eight of Swords, and we have the Ten of Cups. We literally have 1, 2, 3, 4 if we're counting the bottom of the deck, 4 major arcanas. No, we have 5 major arcanas. We have the Hermit, the Hierophant, the Tower, the Strength card, and the Empress. So there's a lot of long-term change coming for you in the month of September, but it looks really good. It looks really like explorative, if that's even a word. It looks like you're going inward and you're really asking and posing the question to yourself, what lights me up? What do I want to be? Who do I want to be? Who do I want to be perceived as? You're really going inward, especially with the Hermit and the Strength card in the center of your reading. And I feel like you're quailing the lower nature of yourself and you're really elevating to that higher nature of your personality or of your mindset in regards to asking yourself those questions like, well, what is it that I want now in this chapter of my life, right? With the Hermit card and the Strength card, I feel like there's also maybe like a guide coming in for you, because when I was pre-shuffling off camera, pile number 3s, the Six of Swords shot out, and at the bottom of the deck was the Devil. and it was the devil card. But you know what I was getting with that? It's like, yeah, you're releasing and you're moving forward from temptation and from like obsessive tendencies and stuff like that. And you could see that here with the strength card, with the gentle woman kind of like calming the fires and the lions, you know, inside that lion, right? Which to me signifies the lower nature of us. This gentle woman is calming the lower nature, so you can ascend to your higher nature, right? But I'm getting with the Six of Swords, that's always like a spirit guide card for me. And with the Hermit coming out, I'm like, it's another spirit guide coming in that's helping you to do that. And what I'm also getting is temptations from like maybe like addictions or certain behaviors that no longer serve you, or like you just feel like, you know, I need to overcome these certain behaviors in order to attain the things that I want, or that I say that I want, or in order to live more higher minded, like not just be higher minded, but live it, evoke it, right? So I'm getting there, since you've asked for that, maybe that blessing or that help or that guidance, your guide is here helping you to do that in the month of September, okay? So going back to the beginning of your reading with the Queen of Wands and the Four of Swords, I feel like you're just going to be luxuriated in rest. Queen of Wands is a hard worker, and they not only are they a hard worker, but they look good. They make it look easy. They make it seem very effortless because they stay looking very like polished or prim or whatever, you know? And I feel as if you're like, you know what? I want to step aside and really meditate to gain clarity on the things that I want, right? Or take a break, take a little, you know, maybe take some time to myself to relax, to rejuvenate, to rest in who I want to be, and to really place emphasis on that, right? With the Ace of Wands and the Tower, I feel like you're gonna have a revelation about what now inspires you. It's gonna be like maybe in stark contrast to what it used to be. Because what I'm getting here is like, it's such a deep revelation that it's going to undo everything that you thought you once were, right? There could be pregnancy. This could be in relation to having children with the Empress card. And it's like it's sending you in a state of like, it's a big change is what I'm saying. So someone could be pregnant here as well. They don't have to be, but they could be. But it's going to be a huge change for you, whatever this is, in a very good way. It's changing what inspires you and what you used to live by, right? With the King of Pentacles and the Ace of Swords, you could be maybe a little anxious or be placing, you know, unnecessary limitations about your business or about your work environment or about the way you conduct business or how you're perceived at work, perhaps, if you're a boss, right? If you're a boss, or if you have employees, or maybe if not, maybe you're just, you know, kind of like doing some, there could be a lot of anxiety around your finances right now, or around maybe a masculine energy who maybe has a lot to do with your finances, okay? There could be a lot of anxiety or worry about that, but it's unnecessary. It's like limitations that you're placing on yourself within that pile number 3s, okay? But with the Hierophant and the Ten of Cups, it seems like, yeah, it's definitely unnecessary worry here, or concern, because it seems like there is going to be commitment here on a higher level. There could even be marriage. You could be thinking about marriage. You could just be thinking about things that you never thought of before, pile number 3s. And it's completely, you're changing, you're growing up, right? With the Hierophant and the Ten of Cups, maybe like you're thinking more about marriage, or like maybe your fulfillment now lies in higher levels of commitment. It doesn't have to be marriage. I only say that because the Hierophant card, but it could be just committing more to yourself, more to your purpose, and amping it up a notch, right? And that's what makes you happy, is your commitments in general, right? And you're finding, not only are you gaining wisdom and insight into that, but it really makes you happy doing what you do, right? So maybe that's what's happening in the month of September for you. You're finding a lot of clarity and insight into what inspires you, and that could be your work, your profession, teaching, right? Spiritually teaching for some of you, or teaching certain truths that you have learned and cultivated over time, or higher levels of commitment is what fulfills you right now in this chapter of your life, pile number 3s. So let's pull some more cards. Tell us more, Spirit. What's happening for our pile number 3s in the month of September, Spirit? Advice and predictions for our pile number 3s. What is happening for our pile number 3s in the month of September? Ooh. We have card number 6, victory and success. It's coming in for you, pile number 3. So that is always a joy to have in your life. You're going to be victorious in whatever is coming your way. So there's no need to worry, or there's no cause for concerns here. Whatever is coming in your way, yeah, it's going to make you very happy. It's going to put you on a pedestal. Okay, we have card number 2, movement, choices, and decisions. And it's because you've been making the right choices and decisions in your life, pile number 2s. So that's really good. I mean, pile number 3s, excuse me. Tell us more, Spirit. One more card. Clear, concise, accurate messages for our pile number 3s. What's happening for pile number 3s in the month of September? Advice and predictions for our pile number 3s. One more card. Okay, you all have 2 more cards. So we have card number 9, solitude. And this card to me represents the hermit. Okay, so you could be spending a lot of time alone in a state of solitude, or maybe just like in contrast to maybe how you've been in the most recent future. Wow, that's hilarious. In the most recent past, you could be spending some time alone, studying, digesting knowledge, really studying yourself as well, is what I'm getting, right? With the introspection, doing deep analysis and studying of self to see what is it that evokes these good emotions out of you now, whereas maybe in the past it was different. Things were different, you know. You're getting to know yourself better, pile number 3s. And with card number 1, prosperity begins, it seems like there's a tangible offer about to be granted to you. Okay, there's abundance coming in, or there's an opportunity for abundance coming in for you in the month of September. Okay, what's at the bottom of the deck? Again, card number 4, rest and rejuvenate. Yeah, you're taking the time out for yourself unapologetically. You know, you really are. We had the 4 of Swords twice. The one at the bottom of the deck, and then the one here. So I feel like God, Spirit, Source, Energy, maybe your angels, ancestors, and guides are really asking you to meditate on something right now as well. Maybe meditate on your future, your career, who you want to become, who you want to be perceived as, or something of that nature, right? Tell me more, Spirit. Clear, concise, accurate messages for our pile number 3s. What's happening for our pile number 3s in the month of September? What's happening for our pile number 3s in the month of September? I'm only picking the cards that fly out. The jumping cards. What's happening? Oh, I also wanted to mention pile number 3s. When I was, shuffling your deck, I took the popping cards and they popped out 2 by 2. So what I'm getting is I feel like you're no longer feeling the need to do things alone, which is ironic because we have the Hermit card here. But I'm feeling like this is really just a guide and introspection of self before making decisions, right? That could alter your life, or that could change your life in any way, right? You're just really going within. But these came 2 by 2. So I feel like maybe you're going to be doing things in pairs from now on. We do have the 10 of Cups here. Or something about pairs is what I'm getting. So tell us more. Okay, thank you. We have numerology precision. Yeah, I feel like that's what this Hermit card is all about, and that's where this Four of Swords is lying, you're being very meditative, very clear on what you want, because you know moving forward, I just feel like you feel maybe and have a deep knowing inside that moving forward, you're taking life serious. You're taking life a little bit more serious now, right? And not in an overtly serious way, like, oh, I'm too rigid in my convictions, but you're just considering things that you never have before. So I feel like within that decision making, you feel like the stakes are higher, is what I'm trying to say. Also, you could need to get more precise on budgeting, on your finances, because we do have the King of Pentacles here, and then underneath that we have the Eight of Swords. So what I'm getting is that you feel you're getting more serious about your life and your finances, because you could have a lot coming in for you as well, okay? The Shooting Star card confirmation just came out, so this is a confirmation on that message for sure. So I feel like you're getting serious about your finances, maybe budgeting, maybe how you run your business, or maybe just how you run your finances as well, okay? Instead of being anxious about it, you're starting to be like, okay, I got to get to this together, right? Maybe contracting a accountant or money manager or something of that nature, right? And you could be seeing a lot of angel numbers or master numbers, or, numerology could be at play here. So tell us more, Spirit. Clear, concise, accurate messages. One more card. What's happening for our pile number 3s in the month of September? Clear, concise, accurate messages. One more card, Spirit. What's happening for our pile number 3s in the month of September? Thank you. We have fire, spontaneity. So I feel like what's lighting you up is being more spontaneous, right? Is maybe taking certain trips that weren't planned, or letting your intuition guide you, right? Letting the things, just being more spontaneous, right? Just kind of like going with the flow of certain things. Maybe if you are being given an opportunity, taking it, right? Not overthinking it, just going into it, right? And maybe that's what you've been meditating on as well, being more spontaneous, taking the bull by the horn, so to speak. Just being more allowing, right? Being more receptive with the Empress card. Okay. So let's pull some numerology cards to round out your reading, pile number 3s. Thank you, God. Thank you, Spirit. Clear, concise, accurate messages for our pile number 3s. Tell us more, Spirit. Advice, guidance, and wisdom for our pile number 3s for the month of September. Advice, guidance, and wisdom for our pile number 3s during the month of September. Okay, so we have emotions are running high, supermoon. We have your commitment is being tested, first quarter moon. Tell us more, Spirit. One more card. Advice, guidance, and wisdom for our pile number 3s for the month of September. Thank you. Hold your vision. I was about to say that too. That's so interesting. Pile number 3s. So with emotions are running high, your commitment is being tested, first quarter moon, and hold your vision, fixed moon. What I'm getting in relation to that is, yes, definitely hold your vision, because I feel like maybe your emotional state might tell you to do one thing, but your duty, your job, your assignment, pile number 3, is to not let your emotions guide you. You guide your emotions, right? So let's say you're like, oh, I'm feeling super lazy right now. I don't want to do what I need to do in order to take the next step on my journey, just because I don't feel like it. Traverse that feeling state, right? Maybe do one thing, just take baby steps. Like, let's say, for instance, with me and tarot, sometimes it's a task. It's still a job. I love what I do, but it's almost like a piano player practicing. I find joy in practicing because I practice every day as it relates to tarot, but still sometimes I don't want to do a reading, or I don't feel, not I don't want to, but I don't feel like it in the moment, right? And certain times you just have to say, okay, well, just, you know what, do the pile selection first. And then, okay, you do that and then take a picture of it and then edit the thumbnail for YouTube. And then, it gets the momentum flowing. So that's what I'm getting. Hold your vision, because sometimes our emotions lie to us if we place too much emphasis on them, right? So what I'm getting is that your commitment is being tested. So in the month of September, I already know, I think it's a retrograde coming in. I don't know in what sign, but it's a retrograde coming in. So there could be certain things that flare up or that come up that maybe might have you feeling one way, but you need to be doing another thing to traverse that feeling state. I hope that makes sense. We have at the bottom of the deck, full moon eclipse, conclusions are within reach. So yeah, I feel like the things that you want are coming in for you, and there's going to be, you're about to see the light at the end of the tunnel. Just keep going, no matter what. Even if certain days you don't feel like doing certain things, it's okay. It's okay to take it slow, and it's okay to just take your time in doing it, because sometimes it's just the mind-boggling task of knowing oh, I'm going to have to rush through this because I want it to be this particular way and it has to be this way, and then we just stop ourselves from doing it just because we get so overwhelmed with the thought. So I think that's what's going on here, is just to hold the vision, take baby steps if you need to, take a break, give yourself time, but just complete the task. Even if it takes you all day, just do it, But yeah, so let's pull where did that deck go? Here it is. Let's pull a angel message to conclude your reading. Pile number 3s. Thank you, God. Thank you, Spirit, for cleansing and blessing this deck. Yeah, take the breaks that you need, but get your work done, if that makes sense. Take breaks when you need to, rest and rejuvenate, but still come back to it. Rest, don't quit. So let's get one angel message to conclude your reading, Spirit. To conclude your reading, pile number 3. Thank you, God. Thank you, Spirit, for giving us clear, concise, accurate messages for our pile number 3s. My goodness, I want to call you all everything but your pile. Last message for our pile number 3s. Creative potential. I love this. It says, creative potential. You are by nature infinitely creative. Life is a sea of creative potential just waiting to be expressed through you. You are free to express all of your heart's desires. I love this, pile number 3s. Yeah, so get creative. That's what this Empress card is all about as well. Creativity. Let your creativity come out and exude through you. And you don't have to put that unnecessary pressure on yourself when you're being creative, because sometimes when we put unnecessary pressure on ourselves, it kind of thwarts us from being creative. It stifles our creativity, right? So positive outcome. I love this card. It says the sun is about to burst through the clouds and you will soon see things in a different light. Something that previously seemed hopeless will soon be filled with nothing but hope. So there's a lot of positive aspects coming into your life right now through your creativity. So stick to your vision, hold your vision, even on those days that you don't feel like it. Reiterate to yourself, I get to do this, right? It's a blessing that I'm even able to do this right now, and that will kind of turn your perspective on any given task that you might have to do, right? So with that being said, my dreamers, I love you so much, pile number 3s. If you like this reading, if it resonated, please give this reading a big thumbs up. Like, share, and subscribe. Share this content with loved ones, family, friends, or anyone who would best benefit from the messages provided here today. Again, I love you so much, and until next time, I will see you in your next reading. Bye. Hey, pile number 4s, welcome back to your reading. So you all chose this cutesy blue hamburger Hello Kitty, okay, for your pile selection card. So I'm going to put this right here, and let's reveal advice and predictions for you in the month of September. We have play. I love this. It says, have fun, celebrate, don't be so serious. So in the month of September, pile number 4s, I feel like you all will be incorporating a lot of play, a lot of like really nice free time, and like not taking yourself so seriously as a card would suggest, right? You're going to be prioritizing play over work. What is that saying? All work and no play makes Jack or Jill, what is it? All work and no play makes Jack or Jill a dull girl or boy, you know, certain things like that. You don't want to become dull. You don't want to become too rigid. You don't want to become too stifled in your creativity, right? So I feel like you're probably going to be going out more. You're probably going to be seeing your friends more, your family more. You're probably going to be doing really cool, fun stuff in order to enhance that creativity, in order to, reliven yourself, right? So let's hop into this reading. We have at the bottom of the deck the Four of Wands. So this could be a lot of feelings of freedom, of celebration with the Four of Wands, right? Freedom in any respects that you're looking for, right? And it's interesting, we have the Three of Wands and the Four of Wands. So not only are you coming into a state of balance, but you're expanding what you feel is fun for you, right? You're expanding upon that, right? So you could be celebrating, you could be going to a lot of weddings, or, hey, yeah, you could be going to a lot of weddings. Maybe you yourself are getting married or something, or committing to something. And it's interesting because I say committing to something. This could be to a new home as well. Maybe you all could be moving, or could be like having fun in your house, like maybe like redecorating. I don't know why I'm getting that. That could be fun for you, right? So you could tie that into your play, right? What makes you happy. You could be redecorating your home or getting new things for your home and things of that nature. But I'm getting there's a lot of freedom here. You're going to be really feeling free in the month of September, and I feel like it's much deserved. Pile number 4s, okay? So let's list your cards. We have the Hangman, we have the Ace of Wands, the Star, the Nine of Swords, we have the Three of Wands, we have the World, we have the Seven of Pentacles, the Nine of Pentacles, we have the Five of Pentacles, and we have the Justice card. I want to mention this Nine of Swords and this Five of Pentacles. This came out in another pile the exact same manner. Not this place, but it came out literally the Nine of Swords and the Five of Pentacles. So I feel like this could be a collective energy where people are very nervous or very almost like scared or anxious about being left behind or something like that, okay? I know there's a lot of talk about a recession and stuff like that. This could be, maybe deep-seated or subconscious, programming about that. I have no idea, but it came out in the exact, not this position, but like literally the spread, like the Nine of Swords, and then at the bottom, the Five of Pentacles. So a lot of people could be worried about maybe losing a job or losing out on something, or feeling like left out in the cold, or feeling helpless, or like, scared of being homeless, okay, like that, something scared of being homeless or losing their home or something like that. But I feel like fear is false evidence appearing real. It's a Nine of Swords. It's not like, it's not like it's something tangible. You're worried about this, but I don't feel like you have to worry about anything, because I always say to myself, God is my unwavering supply, or spirit or source, whatever you subscribe to. That's your supply. Man or persons, peoples, they're channels for that supply. So when you're feeling, I said this in our last reading, the last reading that I posted, when you're feeling good, you're feeling God, right? When you're feeling God, you're feeling good. The two are interchangeable. And so you need to start feeling good about what you can do. Don't worry, don't fret about what might happen. Maybe try to lean on like, okay, well, what's one idea that I could come up with so that I can make sure this does not happen? So I could look towards the future and like, I can have this playfulness of ideation or ideals coming in to where I can make, I can make manifest, I can traverse this, right? in the month of September, okay? So this doesn't have to technically be your home, but this could be feelings of anxiety about feeling left out, period, okay? So going back to the center of your reading with, well, first we have four major arcanas. We have the Star, we have the Hangman, we have the World, and the Justice card. And it's interesting, we have the Star in the center of the reading, the World on this side of the reading, and then the Justice card on this side. So you're protected, and I feel like you're protected. There's no need to worry about this, right? So again, the Star and the Nine of Pentacles, I have a feeling there's a wish fulfillment of supply, of abundance, of opulence, right? With the Nine of Pentacles, being very self-sufficient and independent. And this wish is coming into fruition in the month of September, pile number 3s, okay? I also feel like there's a lot of healing that you're doing in regards to your independence and things of that nature. And this is why this wish fulfillment is coming in at this time. Something that you have been wanting, something that you have been asking God, Spirit, Source, Energy, your angels, ancestors, and guides for is coming in for you. And you're going to have a lot, okay? You're going to have a bounty, a lot to keep to yourself, and then some to give to others, right? Going to the back to the beginning of your reading with the Hangman and the World, I feel like you were in a state of suspension there, right? You were like, you didn't know what was going to happen, but you surrendered to the outcome, right? And in doing so, it led you to success. It led you to this completion. It led you to a full circle moment in which you were allowed to complete something and completely start something brand new right after that, okay? It allowed you to feel more liberated and to feel more free within this surrender pile number 4s. With the Ace of Wands and the Seven of Pentacles, I have a feeling you have been wondering what's next, what's going to inspire you next, what's going to bring you inspiration and passion, and where is your creative outlet heading to next? And is this creative outlet that you've been working on, is it it's almost like you've been working on something for so long, you're wondering if it's still worth it to continue with it, right? Or to do something else. And I feel like you're being given an opportunity here with this Ace of Wands to really focus in on your creativity. That's been a major theme within the 4 piles, is creativity, okay? With the Nine of Swords and the Five of Pentacles, like we addressed head on in the reading, I have a feeling there could be a little anxiety or worry about feeling like you're left behind or being left behind, or worry about money or being broke or something like that. But there's no need to worry about that, you know? With the Three of Wands and the Justice card, you're expanding. You're an expanding being. You are an expanding being, and you are really, you have your eyes set on something, okay? You're waiting for your ships to come in. You're waiting for something. You're waiting for justice. You're waiting for something to balance itself out, right? Yeah, to come into a state of balance here. And this could be your finances. This could be like something surrounding the home as well. But it seems like it's going to happen because we have the Three of Wands here and the Four of Wands there. So I have a feeling you're going to realize, wow, there was nothing to worry about literally but worry itself. That's what we have to combat, is worry and stress and fear, right? And I feel like you're going to do this in a playful way. Always said, like, when I started to read tarot is a very fun and interactive way of doing kind of like self-help, self-diagnosis, or self-discovery, right? It's a cheap way of therapy, you know, and don't quote me on that. That's just what I say to me. I'm not saying this for anybody else. I feel like therapy in and of itself has a lot of benefits for so many people, including myself. It's really good to talk to someone objectively who has studied the mind, who has spent like numerous hours studying the mind. So I'm not saying that, but I know for me, tarot has been like this playful thing in which I can really assess myself at any time that I choose to, right? So yeah, pile number 4s, I love it. I feel like, yeah, there's going to be a lot of play. There's going to be a lot of creativity, and you're going to be leaning on that in the month of September. And I feel like it's going to work out. I feel like, yeah, there could be times in this month where, there might be like, you're wondering, or some anxiousness could come in, but I have a feeling it ends up balancing itself out towards the end of the month. Okay, so let's pull some more cards. Thank you, God. Thank you, Spirit, for cleansing this deck. What's happening for our pile number 4s in the month of September? Clear, concise, accurate messages. Ooh, okay. What do we have here? So look, we have card number 1 with passion ignited. We have the Ace of Wands here and the Ace of Wands there. So yeah, you're finding your passion, what drives you, okay? And it's interesting because what do we say? Full circle moment. And then we have the World card too. There could be something that comes like a wish or something that you are given the opportunity, and it was maybe like something in the past that you wanted to do, but now you're being granted the creative liberty to do it. And I think that's pretty cool. We have card number 5, wisdom. Yeah, you've earned this, spiritually speaking. It's like a karmic earning. I don't even know if that's a thing. It just came to mind because of the wisdom. It took you some experience. You had to go through some life experience in order for this full circle moment to come back around and to like express your creativity through it. So like, let's say maybe when you were a kid, you always wanted to be on a TV show. And now for some reason, you are being given the opportunity to be on a TV show. Let's just say that. And now you're like, oh my goodness, I can't believe this is happening. Like, I want to make the most of it. Like, let's, I don't know, I want to be creative with it, right? I want to, maybe revamp my hair or while I'm on TV, or like do fun makeup if I'm allowed, something like that, right? It could even be deeper, or I want to, I don't know. It could be anything, you name it. So let's pull one more card. But I feel like you're taking a lot of what you've learned, a lot of the wisdom that you've acquired over your life in with you into this, whatever this opportunity is. So tell me more, Spirit. Clear, concise, accurate messages for our pile number 4s. What's happening for pile number 4s in the month of September? One more card, Spirit. Okay. Okay, so 2 more cards. Oh, 3. Okay, 3 more cards came out. Okay, so look. Spirit is talking to y'all. They want you to have a very clear message about this. So we have card number 2, spiritual union is coming in. This could have to do with someone else too being involved. We have card number 6, victory and success, and then we have card number 8, accelerated motion, which is interesting. It's like the 8 of wands here. These are all wands cards, so this is coming in quick. But also look at that shooting star. It's something that you once wished for that's coming in for you. Okay, pile number 4s. And you had to go through something in order to get this through. Like an initiation or something like that, like a rite of passage. It was like a rite of passage that had to happen to you before this can happen, because certain things we might say we want, but we maybe not be ready for in the moment in which we're asking for them. And I feel like this is the time. In September of this month, something's about to come in to you that you have been asking for a while now, pile number 4s, okay? And it's well deserved and it's well earned is really what I want to say. It's well earned, okay? You've paid your dues, so to speak, with acquiring certain wisdom to bring this in, right? We have at the bottom of the deck, card number 8, emotional withdrawal. I have a feeling this is something you've been praying for, you've been asking for, you even withdrew for to gain clarity, wisdom, insight into like, what do I have to do to get this? Like, you've done everything. You fasted, you prayed, you shut in, certain things like that. So let's pull some more cards. Thank you, God. Thank you, Spirit. Clear, concise, accurate messages For our pile number ones, tell us more, Spirit. What else is coming in for our pile number fours during the month of September? Clear, concise, accurate messages for our pile number fours during the month of September. What's happening for pile number fours during the month of September, Spirit? Clear, concise, accurate messages for our pile number fours. What's happening for them during the month of September? Thank you. Thank you. Wow. This card came out 3 different times and, within the 4 decks. So communication, dictionary communication. This card in the guidebook, I think it represents opening up. You're opening your mind. And it came out with this card too. So there is a certain wisdom that you have acquired that you are bringing with you. This could be through books, through knowledge, through something that you have been seeking. You're taking it with you into this new chapter or into whatever this new creative endeavor is. You're taking everything with you. Wow, this is kind of deep. So let's see. This is the first card that came out. Numerology precision. Yeah, so this could be in relation to your finances. This could be you've been getting signs and synchronicity that like you're right on target, and this is could be a very precise message for you, pile number fours. Okay, we also have tea leaves foresight. Okay, so you have the gift of foresight, and I feel like you knew this was going to come in. Again, more signs and synchronicities that this was going to come in. And we have geomancy patience. I feel like maybe you're almost there and it just requires even a little bit more patience, but I feel like you've already waited long enough. So this could be well on its way, or it could be showing up in your reality this September. But I feel like you've been patient long enough. I kind of want to read this patience card from the guidebook. Okay, it says geomancy. Hold on, wait. Where did it go? Yeah, so it says, yes, you have an important life purpose. Yes, you are naturally gifted. Yes, what you are asking for will be given, but all in good time. The natural order of the universe dictates the natural timing of events. You are so very keen to have everything now, you may find it difficult to understand why it is that all you wish for has yet to happen. The geomancy card asks you to have patience. Like the butterfly, you need to go through various stages before reaching your true potential. Hidden factors may be at play here. That's funny, it says at play and we have play. So relax and allow everything to unfold naturally. Your eyes may be fixed on the outcome, but be sure to enjoy every bit of the journey along the way and always trust the mystery. So I get this. Be playful in your creation process as well, pile number fours. Be playful in how you, smell the roses along the journey, because really it is a journey. The destination is great when we get there. It's cool. It's awesome. I know we've all experienced this before too, pile number fours. When you get the thing that you've been asking for, it's great. It makes us happy, but it's short-lived. It's really looking back, right, in retrospect, what we had to do, who we had to become to gain what it was that we were seeking, right? Because it was always seeking us. We're always going to get it. But when we look back, those are the fond memories we look back on. Like, wow, I went through A, B, and C just to get boom. And it happened. And while it was great, it was who I became in the process. It was the strength that I had to acquire. It was the knowledge that I had to acquire. It was the learning in and of itself that made this so much more rewarding, right? So I get it. But it says other divinatory meanings. Don't give up. There's no need to rush into anything. The universe is working in the background to bring about your desires. Keep a positive focus. All is in divine order. And I like this because it says all is in divine order. And we have the 3 of Wands here in the Justice card. And to me, that's like order, structure. It's justice. It's maintaining balance, right? And it says, maintain trust as you step through the unknown into your destiny. So that's really cool. So yeah, let's pull some Moonology cards to round off your reading. Thank you, God. Thank you, Spirit, for cleansing and blessing this deck. Thank you, God. Thank you, Spirit, for cleansing and blessing this deck. Advice, guidance, and wisdom for our pile number 4s for the month of September. Advice, guidance, and wisdom for our pile number 4s during the month of September. Thank you. Thank you. So we have show the world the real you, full moon in Aquarius. I have a feeling like you're coming out. You're breaking out of your comfort zone, right? Says step out of your comfort zone, North Node. Yeah, you're continuing to follow your path, to be on your right path, pile number 4s, okay? And we have prosperity lies ahead, new moon in Taurus at the bottom of the deck. So it's inevitable. You're going to get your wish fulfillment. You're going to get that abundance. You're going to have it. It's coming in for you. It's not the matter of if, but when, right? So you just have to trust in God's timing, right? Or Spirit's timing, or, you name it. You have to trust in the timing of the universe, of Spirit, of Source, of your highest self, because it knows what's best for us for the most part, It protects us from what, might really end up, for the most part. We have to follow the guidance of it, right? And that's why a lot of us seek readings and stuff, is so we can follow that guidance as closely as possible, right? So yeah, let's pull an angel message card to conclude your reading, pile number 4s. Thank you, God. Thank you, Spirit, for cleansing and blessing this deck. Very last message, advice, guidance, and wisdom for our pile number 4, Spirit. Okay, you guys have 2 cards. So it's imagine. I love this. It says, clearly visualize the life you want, feel it in your heart, and so it will come to be. And I feel like you've all been doing this, You've been imagining, you've been holding your vision, you've been visualizing the end result, right? Divine mystery. This card tried to come out during the pre-shuffle. That's really interesting. So it says divine mystery. You, along with the sun, earth, moon, and stars, are part of one creation, a divine mystery unfolding each moment. Be present and feel the power of now. Be in the moment and witness the wonders of it all. And look, show the world the real you. So what I'm getting out of this pile number 4s is that just free fall into the unknown. Trust in the divine mystery, like it said in that the guidebook for the geomancy card, because it's just, that's half the fun. That's the fun in this. That's the play. That's the celebratory nature, is trusting in the divine mystery of life and leaning on that, right? Leaning into that. We have at the bottom of the deck, Blue Angel. It says, I, Archangel Michael, am here by your side. I am all around you and will forever protect you. Remember this whenever you feel fearful. I love you, all is well. Oof, oof. I felt that in my soul, pile number 4s, okay? So what an amazing reading. Trust in your life and trust in where it's taking you, because it's you're on the right path. It's never going to lead you astray as long as you trust in your heart, yourself, okay? And God's Spirit, Source, Energy's guidance for you, okay? So with that being said, pile number 4s, I love you all so much, dreamy dreamers. If you like this reading, if it resonated with you, please give this reading a big thumbs up. Like, share, and subscribe. Share this content with loved ones, family, friends, and anyone who would best benefit from the messages provided here today. I love you, dreamy dreamers, and I'll see you in our next reading. Bye.